Hi, Eileen Veilleux The Fam here. Welcome to the final installment on our mini mental health series on Cotards syndrome, otherwise known as walking corpse syndrome. In today's episode, we are going to be going over the diagnosis and treatment of Cotards syndrome. But before I begin, let me just remind you to watch the full video because there will be 3 keywords in the video. When I get to the keyword, I will say keyword and then what the keyword is. At the end of the video, in the comments section, along with a genuine comment, put down what the 3 keywords are to be eligible for my free merch giveaway when I reach 2,000 subscribers. So let's get started. Well, we've learned about some of the causes and the symptoms of Cotards, but how do you diagnose something like that? Well, diagnosing Cotards delusion is often difficult because most organizations don't recognize it as a disease. This means there's no standardized list of criteria used to make a diagnosis. In most cases, it's only diagnosed after other possible conditions have been ruled out. If you think you may have Cotards delusion, try to keep a journal of your symptoms, noting when they occur and how long they last. This information can help your doctor narrow down the possible causes, including Cotards delusion. Keep in mind that Cotards delusion usually occurs alongside other keyword mental illnesses, so you might receive more than one diagnosis. Okay, so now that we know there's no standard diagnosis for it, it's just a process of elimination basically. How do you treat something like that? Well, Cotards delusion usually occurs with other conditions, so treatment options can vary widely. However, a 2009 review found that keyword electroconvulsive therapy, better known as ECT, was the most commonly used treatment. It's also a common treatment for severe depression. ECT involves passing small electric currents through your brain to create small seizures while you're under general anesthesia. However, ECT does carry some potential risks, including memory loss, confusion, nausea, and muscle aches. This is partially why it's usually only considered after trying other treatment options, including antidepressants, antipsychotics, mood stabilizers, psychotherapy, and behavioral therapy. Well, can Cotards syndrome cause any complications? Well, let's find out. Feeling like you've already died can lead to several complications. For example, some people stop bathing or taking care of themselves, which can cause those around them to start distancing themselves from you. And then this can lead to additional feelings of depression and isolation. In some cases, it can also lead to skin and teeth problems. Others stop eating and drinking because they believe their body doesn't need it. In severe cases, this can lead to malnutrition and starvation. Keyword: suicide attempts are also common in people with Cotards delusion. Some see it as a way to prove that they are already dead by showing they can't die again. Others feel trapped in a body and life that doesn't seem real. They hope that their life will get better or stop if they die again. So that's it on Cotards syndrome. As you can see, it's very rare. Not too many people have it, but it is a real mental illness out there. I thought that it would be a good thing to bring up, seeing that, Halloween is coming up and letting you know there are things that real mental illnesses that deal with this. Now, Cotard syndrome does not mean that they are a true zombie. There is no such thing as a true zombie where they go and eat brain. Cotard syndrome, as we stated earlier, makes them think that they are dead, that they don't exist, that it's not real. So, and it's not very common. There's very few cases of it, but it is a mental illness. And if you watch the previous one on this, a lot of other mental illnesses do end up, some of them could spur off Cotard syndrome, like bipolar disorder, and some others that I mentioned. So that's why you need to be aware of all your surroundings. Be aware of people's feelings and what they might be going through, or if something might be wrong with them. And that's why it's always so important to look with your heart and not your eyes. Because when you look with your eyes, you don't know this, and you just prejudge by what you see. But what you see, if you don't understand it, can hurt that person and yourself. That's why you need to see from your heart, because when you see from your heart, you're seeing straight to their heart. You want to learn, you want to be, you understand better. And that's the purpose of these little mini mental health series, is to educate you on the different things that's out there, because there is such a stigma on mental health. And we do need to be aware that there are problems. So instead of just saying, well, my neighbor is, I just want to kill her, or, you getting upset at them. Before you get upset, think, do they have a mental health problem? If you think they have a mental health problem, talk to family if you can. Keep in mind, if they're an adult, you cannot force them to get treatment, but just keep in mind what they might be going through and try to have more understanding of it. But until I see you again, remember this always. See with your heart and not your eyes, because what your eyes see isn't important. What truly matters is invisible to the eye, because only the heart can see it. And remember, I love you for you out there. Yes, each and every one of you out there is important to me. You matter to me. Your life matters to me. So instead of putting somebody down or saying a comment that you think is funny but it's not to them, try uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring them. You could be the one to save their life instead of being the one to be the last straw that breaks the camel back. So until I see you again, I love you. Bye, everyone.